long before satellites scanned the scorched lands around Wadi al-Ghaib, Egypt, before maps could name the deserts, and far before the rise of modern nations or machines. There was only wind, stars, and silence. But even in that silence, something ancient stirred, something older than memory. We begin in the Maghreb, a vast desert under a cold, moonless sky. 10 figures stand around a dying fire. They do not know one another. They have never met. Each has come from a different land, from Syria, Sudan, Chad, Mali, Mauritania, Egypt, Senegal, Libya, Algeria, and Tunisia. Each had the same dream, on the same night. In the dream, a spirit, wrapped in flame, stood in the heart of a red storm and whispered a single sentence. "Go to the dune where the hawk does not fly. Bring only your truth." So, they came. They were not ordinary people. They were warriors, seers, wise men and women, and seekers of truth. Each had been chosen by the signs, by the stars, by the elders of their homelands. They rode for weeks across mountains, across endless desert seas, guided only by dream and instinct. Each one was drawn by a force they could not explain, to the same point on Earth. There, they found him. An old Bedouin chief, seated beneath the stars. His silver hair moved with the wind, and his voice scraped like stone on stone. He was the last of Qamar al-Ri, and he had seen something that no one else alive had survived to remember. The rise and fall of a man whose name had been erased from all history. A Maghrebian sorcerer, so powerful, so dangerous, that his story was banished from time itself. He had once commanded 10 stone tablets, ancient relics of unknown origin. Each one held a different terrible power. He could summon storms, call plagues, break minds, even level entire cities with a whisper. He reigned for nearly a century. Then, without warning, he died at age 100. His body was found alone in the sand, his skin burned, the ground scorched around him. Inside his palace, the Bedouins found the tablets joined in a black stone circle, beating like a heart. The old chief knew these tablets must never stay together. So, he trained the 10. For 40 nights, under stars that listened and winds that whispered, they learned lost skills. How to seal magic, how to walk through dreams, and how to resist the corruption that power brings. On the last night, under a full moon, they each made a vow. Each burned a symbol into the flesh of their palm. The oath of the flame. The mark would lie dormant. But if the seal was ever broken, the fire would return, and the descendants would know. Each person took one tablet. Each one hid it in a place only they knew. One on the rooftop of a desert temple in Timbuktu. Another buried beneath the dry lake in Libya. A third sealed in a forgotten Babylonian tomb. One was lost beneath the ruins of Wadi al-Ghaib, and others scattered, buried, hidden far from each other. Their descendants would carry the burden. They were told only one thing. When the 10 tablets become one again, blood will drown the sun. Centuries passed. Empires rose and fell. The secret held until one day, in the mountains of Algeria, a team of looters stumbled into a hidden old cave. There, among bones and dust, they found a strange shard of black stone. A French collector bought the stone from the looters, and soon after, a greedy linguist unlocked its secrets. He sold both, the tablet and its knowledge, to a secret syndicate known only as Dominion Eternum. They were powerful, rich beyond comprehension, hidden behind governments and corporations, and they wanted one thing: control. total control of the world's future. Once they learned the truth, they spared no expense. They sent expeditions into forgotten tombs, bribed officials across continents, stole artifacts from private collections and sacred grounds alike. It took decades, but in the end, they succeeded. One by one, the tablets returned, until finally, in the sands of Wadi al-Ghaib, they unearthed the last piece. The circle was complete, the seal was broken, and something awoke. Not just the creature, the ancient force that had once served the sorcerer, but something else. In 10 corners of the world, in quiet homes, in refugee camps, in busy markets, and still deserts, 10 people screamed in pain. A searing fire had erupted in their palms. The mark of the flame had awakened. They knew what it meant. The creature had returned, and Dominion Eternum had no idea what they had unleashed. They thought they had summoned a servant, but the creature does not serve. It commands. Now, the descendants, warriors, scientists, artists, monks, mothers, must gather. They must remember the skills long forgotten. They must fight shadows with flame. Because if the creature escapes the Dominion Eternum's chapel in South France, it will not just whisper cities into ruin. It will burn the world until the stars weep. This is just the beginning. Thanks for watching and listening to the story. It means a lot. But hey, are you really ready for what's coming next? What do you think will happen to the creature? Could the tablets vanish forever? Or open the door to something we can't even imagine? And what about the Dominion Syndicate? Can they actually be stopped? If you're interested in finding out, drop a comment with your theories, hit that subscribe button, and share this story with someone who loves a good mystery. This journey is far from over, and you won't want to miss what's around the corner. Until next time, stay curious and see you in the next story.